Oxford in my beautiful little apartment room. It's got an ensuite bathroom, it's great. And I am leaving very early, once again, tomorrow morning for Edinburgh, so I wanted to get up my little vlog before I left. So we left off in London, which means that I get to tell you about Paris. Paris is somewhere that I have been to twice, and while I really enjoyed myself both times, I still, I'm not a big city person, but I had fun and we were there for 2 jam-packed days. So the first day, we got on our train in the morning, and it was a nice train, but it was a lot of lines and a lot of people. We went to Saint-Chapelle. We ended up a little bit late because our metro just kind of broke down, which was fun. But it's this beautiful cathedral with all of these stained glass windows, and you turn around and you look behind you and there's one giant circular one. You turn another way and it's purple, and there's great gold carvings, and it was really beautiful. I'd never been there. And then we went to Notre Dame, where I have been before, and there were actually a lot more people at Notre Dame than there were at Saint-Chapelle, and they're right next to each other on that little island space. After that, we wandered around for a little while, and then we did a scenic river cruise, which is really funny because it ended up being the exact same one I went on in 2012 with my mom. But basically, you get to see the outside of the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower from a distance, and a couple other really cool old buildings. We went back to the hostel for a little while that we were staying in, and then we all went to go take group pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower.
I got you sorry, but that was just too much to bear. And I caught her fault.
After the night at the Eiffel Tower, we told the boys that we just wanted to go home and that we would see the Arc de Triomphe later, even though it was on the way. So they told us that it was our metro stop, and we got out and we walked up and we were at the Arc de Triomphe, and it was not our metro stop. So I got to see that. We didn't really want to because we wanted to get home because our metro passes expired at midnight and it was 11:45, but still glad I got to see it. The next day was July 8th, and that was my birthday, so I got to turn 20 in Paris. The first part of the day was spent at the Louvre, which I think I spent 4 hours there just kind of walking around. I ended up following my professors for a while because they had a lot of interesting things to say, and they kind of knew the layout and knew what they wanted to see. The rest of the day was spent with my friend Tessa, who has a house in Avallon, France, which you will see later on the trip. But Tessa is one of my really good friends, best friends at ASU. She lived with me freshman year as one of my suite mates, and this year she gets to live in our building again, so we're really excited to spend that time with her. We got into Oxford really late on the 8th. The first day we took a really nice tour of all of Oxford, and we did an architectural tour with Dr. L. It's a really small place, small compared to the big cities, but it means that I can already find my way around in a week. And then we did an Oxford scavenger hunt in which we had these weird clues like Oxford Blue or something radioactive to run around. We're going on a scavenger hunt in Oxford.
Yep.
The prize is candy, and we're gonna win. We don't know what half of these things are. One of them says liquid Egyptian. When in doubt, we might just go with a cat, right?
Yeah, cat.
Yeah, cat. Some of them we know, but I'm really competitive. Say hi. This is Jose.
Hi.
This is Tina.
Hi.
Yes. What is it?
Je viens d'Arizona.
Je viens d'Arizona. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
We saw things like Port Meadows, where we got to eat lunch in front of cows. After struggling to get a taxi, we found this really cute Port Meadows. We're here on assignment, but we're gonna eat our sandwiches
With the cows.
with the cows.
Come with the cows.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And then we're gonna go to another museum.
Yeah. Are we going Pitt Rivers first?
Pitt Rivers. Yeah. And then the Museum of Science of
Museum of
History of Science. That one, yeah.
That
Okay.
one.
We had a lot of great food, a lot of great places to just sit, have some drinks, people watch, that sort of thing. Lunch on a rooftop terrace. Drinks. One day we went to Blenheim Palace, and we were there right after Donald Trump was there. Had a lot of people sort of like talking about him around us because we were American. We had one person actually come up and ask what we as Americans thought of him. And it was kind of hot. It was really cool. It was pretty, but I kind of just took a nap under a tree. And then we went to Stratford. We had class on the grass outside the Royal Shakespeare Company Theater. And there were these geese that kept coming really close to us until Dr. Schmidt had to chase them away. It was mildly terrifying, but really funny at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
I was channeling my inner pirate.
Oh, look at this.
No, don't turn this way.
So silky.
We did a lot of Shakespeare stuff that day, and then we saw Romeo and Juliet at the Royal Shakespeare Company, and I had a pole in front of my face the entire time. It was more of a modern performance of it, but it was still really, really cool to see, and I'm really glad I went. I enjoyed it more than I thought, because I've seen Romeo and Juliet a couple of times. I was kind of hoping for some Othello or King Lear or something, but I'm glad I got what I got to see. Otherwise, Oxford has just been really relaxing, like I've said, and tomorrow we take a bus back to London, get on a train, and take the train to Edinburgh, and then we're in Scotland, which is a country I've never been to. My family's never been there, and I'm just really excited. We only get 4 full days. I do, because I'm leaving a little bit early from my group, but it'll be really fun. So I don't think I got a lot of miles on this one, but we'll count them up. It'll be great. And if you want to see more from me, more sort of like the daily side or just stuff I like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter @SpottedSnake for both of them. I've officially started posting things on my Instagram stories. They're usually a bit funnier, a bit more day-to-day, sometimes some selfies, stuff like that. So I will see you all in Scotland. Bye!